Hello and welcome Rocketeers to the fourth Power-Grid tutorial video. In this tutorial video we're going to show you how to create your own control, which can then be inserted into a grid. So upon opening the launcher we click the Create tab, then we can choose between the Easy and Master Custom Button Creator. Master of course being the more advanced option. So we click Master in this case, and the first step is to choose a function. So we can choose from a variety of different options here. Assign a shortcut, open an application, and so on. But in this case, we're going to go with assigning a shortcut. So simply choose the modifier key, Shift, Control, Windows, Alt, and so on. In this case, we'll choose Shift and A, and click on OK. So now the function for this particular shortcut is left Shift and A. We can then choose the control size. The default is 1 by 1, but in this case, we're going to go with 2 by 1. We can then choose from a variety of different graphics options. So we're going to change the active graphic. Now the active graphic is the graphic that's displayed when the control is clicked on. So we're just going to change the color of this. So you can choose, of course, from whatever color you want. We're going to choose red. And now we can see that when the control is clicked on or tapped, it shows as being red. Moving on, we can choose a label. So there's a variety of different labels we can choose from. In this case, we're going to go with the Deco Edge. And now we can see in the top right corner, there's a small little label. We can then choose the title. We're going to just call this one Rocket. What better name to choose? And now we can choose the path to the icon that we want to use for this one. So what better icon to use than the Rocket logo itself for the Rocket label. So we navigate to where we have this saved, and here we are. We click on the Rocket logo and it's now displayed on the control. Now we can adjust the settings of how the icon is displayed. So for example, we can choose the alignment and the position of the icon itself. So we can move it left, right, and so on. We can also choose the exact coordinates themselves, or choose from one of the 9 presets. So we're going to leave this one over on the left. Of course, you can put in your own coordinates if you want to be extra precise. So that's where we're going to keep this one. Now the next step in this case that we want to take is adjust the Rocket text itself. So we can also choose the alignment of this. We're going to have it over on the right hand side. Again, we can choose the exact coordinates we want. Choose precisely where we want to put it. Adjust the font size. I think it would look better in this case with a larger font. And here we have the icon that we want. Of course, then we can choose font color. I'm going to go with white. In this case, you can choose any color you want. Now we want to change the background of the control. We're just going to go with blue. And now we have the control as we want it. So now we want to assign a macro to this particular one. So we change the function from assign shortcut to assign macro. So here we have the macro manager. So to create a new macro, we simply click New Macro. Type in the name. In this case, we're just going to go with hi. We can decide whether or not we want to record with delays in between each keystroke. In this case, we do, and we start recording. So type in hi. Stop recording. We can then choose if we want to repeat the macro or not, the number of loops if we do. Click on OK. So now we can drag the control onto the free space in our grid. Click Apply. So now this change has been saved to our custom grid. And on the right hand side we can see what it will look like on our smartphone. So we want to test to make sure that our macro is working. So we just open up the basic text editor. Click on the ROCCAT macro, and as we can see, it's typing hi, hi, And we can see that the macro is in fact working as intended. So that's how you create your own custom controls in Power-Grid. And that's the end of this particular tutorial video.